Greetings. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I feel like there's a message coming, but it's a different energy that I'm tapping into than my typical energy. So yeah, it's very like vibey day, rainy, kind of feeling very much just the closing of things and letting things go. And there's that certain level of finality, maybe smells so good. Anyway, we're just gonna get into it and see what the spirit has. So buckle up, grab a cozy drink, and I'm gonna go with this, and I'm not gonna try and like hustle through the message. Sometimes I'm trying to hurry in order to get like whatever the message is across quickly, because we all have short attention spans in these current days. But this one, I'm just going to honor whatever the revelation is that's coming. Okay. Woo! Wow. Such clear messaging coming through. Yes, wow. Okay. Wow. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. No, what's that note? Higher love is what I'm dreaming of. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Oh, a higher love is what I'm dreaming of. Okay. We give thanks and thank you, Spirit, for bringing through a divine message that will indeed propel the collective into the highest timeline and allow them to reach that celebration timeline, to let go of what is not in alignment anymore, and to allow us to step into the exceedingly abundantly far above anything we could ask, think, dream, or imagine. Okay, so we're just going to get into this. So the first card that jumped out was acknowledge what's stopping you. Acknowledge what's stopping you. And this might be one of those things that it takes a little bit of meditative time. It might take a little time of sitting quietly, or just grab your journal and free write and allow the truth to come through about what's stopping you. I really want to open the window right now so we can hear the rain in the background. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. I'm just going to do it. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing it. Hopefully you can hear the rain. Can you hear it? There's also birds. Acknowledge what's stopping you, okay? If you don't know what's stopping you, then sometimes it's subconscious and it's unconscious. Subconscious or unconscious. And either way, there's ways to work around that. Clarify your vision was what came next. Maybe you just came through a dark night of the soul and you're kind of like shaking off the dust from the wreckage, or just kind of like peeking out after being in your hermit mode. And it's time to clarify your vision and also acknowledge what's stopping you from like stepping into the fullness of your divine identity. It's so important that you realize that you have spiritual backup. The dark night of the soul doesn't mean that you're alone, or that you are abandoned, or that you're lost forever. Man, how can we quantify the dark night of the soul in terms of why it happens? I just think it's part of it. I think it's part of the seasons of Earth School, and especially those of us that came here to transmute and to do healing work. Going through things that require healing is a part of our education in order to know how to become healers. So that's just part of it. Realize that you have spiritual backup, and everything's happening still in divine timing. You're not late. You're right on time. It is important to release the pain of the past, so that you can receive the affection that's for you in the future. And segue, check out the Identity Shift workshop. If you think you want even more deeper work, check out the Alchemize Ascension program. Those are in the links below. Higher perspective. Sometimes we really have to allow the spirit to lead us into that higher perspective and get really like dreamy with it. Allow yourself to dream. Okay, and then we have two okay, so applying consistent energy will create progress. Applying consistent energy will create progress. But also, this is a really interesting card that came out right behind that one. To wait is to expect, to not fret at the delay. So to allow yourself to wait in hope, to allow yourself to wait while still activating your currency of faith, belief, and knowing like, yeah, it's like everything's coming together. So to be able to wait with that expectation is not fretting at the delay, and it allows divine timing to arrange the scene in a perfect way. What is this? What is the message for the collective? Okay, after this deck, I know which next deck. What is the message for the collective right now? Oh, come on. Okay, this card is making me have so many feelings. This is the Soulmates card. And if you're not looking at your screen, it's two penguins that are all lovey-dovey, and there's also like the face of the spirit behind them. And this is card number 41. And also one of the penguins is holding like a very beautiful key, like an old school, what do they call that? Like a skeleton key. And it's a soulmate card. And so maybe this is like an encouragement right now too, that your soulmate, your counterpart, your divine counterpart is out there. And it will always be worth it not to settle for a counterfeit. It will always be worth it to not settle for the counterfeit. It's just something that I think, like, you want me to tell you why I think that? I think that because everybody is a walking bubble of frequency. And so if you're settling for a counterfeit version of love, then the frequency that you are being bathed in via your partner is going to be impacting your frequency. It's like, are you guys playing the same song? Are you on even the same station? Are you in the same like octave? And like, yeah, this is not a codependent moment. This is about like tending to the garden, the atmosphere of our being, and how important that is in order to do the work that we have been sent to do. So yeah, maybe that messaging does not resonate with everyone. Take it or leave it. And if it's for you, you will know. Yes, you get that. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Baby steps. Baby steps. Is there something in my nail? Okay. The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. I definitely feel like that is in alignment with everything that we're talking about in terms of acknowledge what's stopping you, clarify your vision, you know, coming through the dark night of the soul. Remember that you still have spiritual backup. That's the other thing, that sometimes going through the dark night of the soul, you feel so alone that it's like, I don't even know what to believe anymore. But yes, you do have spiritual backup. You're still in alignment with divine timing, and there's things that you can do to activate your next level self and activate where you're going. So that's a big part of, you know, if you were brought here and if the workshops or the program, whatever resonates with you, then don't hold back, because that might be your next stepping stone to where you're going, to get answers, to get clarification. Oh yeah, and by the way, remember the release the pain of the past so that you can receive the affection of the future. And then we got the soulmate card with the penguin. Okay. Earth School. Yeah. I just was like, how do we talk about, you know, why the dark night of the soul happens? Well, it's because it's a part of Earth School. It's a part of Earth School, and especially for those of us, I think it's a part of Earth School for everybody, but for those of us that are healers, we have to go through things so that we can learn the healing modality that actually produces healing. And they're not just telling you the truth right off the cuff. So this is Earth School is all about life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Yes, yes, yes. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. And that actually was upside down. So if we want to take reversals, then we could take it as a reversal and say that this, this great severing is actually to depart from anger, to depart from conflict, to step into that frequency that is congruent with self, congruent with whatever, the work that you've put in. I'm going to switch to this deck and see if there's anything more that needs to come through here. Oh, no, I'm not, because I just got told that I'm not doing that. I'm going to be reading out of the book. Oh man, I hope I can find that card. Okay. The blue flame, thank goodness it was early. The blue flame, this is that one. Spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. Wouldn't that be nice? The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical, kundalini awakening, and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. I heard that. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This is not easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, which the process never ends, treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. So one of the activation affirmations is, I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that is right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. And so it is. Okay, I'm going to do one more deck and see if there's anything more here. Thank you for bringing the message for the collective. I just thank you that you are ever guiding us, Divine Team, and that this adventure is actually quite amazing and fun, and that it will indeed produce beauty from ashes. Okay, those two. Beautiful. Strength and the Wandering Circus. Okay, Strength card is number 44, and look, it's this beautiful, she reminds me of like a dancer, and she's standing on like a rock, number 44, but she's also holding the earth in one hand while being dressed in like leaves and flowers, and she's totally, have you ever felt like you're holding everything up on your own on one arm while you dance? So that's the Strength card, and then the beautiful One Ring Circus. There's a moon here. It's number 15. She's standing on an elephant, which is standing on, it's a rock that reminds me of like the Sedona Red Rocks, but it's just it almost looks like it's way, way, way up high, or like over an ocean. Yeah, it's like an island. It's like an island rock in the middle of the ocean, and she's here on her elephant. And her elephant has a trunk that's reaching back to her. It's really interesting. I don't know exactly what the elephant trunk is reaching back to her to do, but she's looking away. She's looking the other way. Okay, so we're going to read about that. Number 15, One Ring Circus. You are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Just got done talking about energetic boundaries. Okay. Be discerning about about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and you have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. Woo, woo, woo. Okay? That's good news. Congratulations. 44. Here's the strength card. The girl balancing the world and dancing, and yes, Earth Child. I love it. Okay. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. Okay, I love this. So really, it's like, okay, the first one is like, be careful which human relationships you're getting into, and then right back to you have spiritual backup, because remember that even if you feel alone, the divine team is the one that's really got your back and holding you up. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. Whoop, whoop. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage, dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. Didn't it just say that? But I gotta go back to the other one, number 15. You can achieve anything at this time. You can do anything now. Do they all say that? I'm curious now. No. No. Okay, for the record, they don't all say that. You can do anything now. You can achieve anything at this time. Okay, so this is like powerhouse Aries season for sure, for sure. No matter when you see this, it's timeless. But when I'm recording it is like Aries season, fresh, fresh, fresh. And so anyway, well, I'm going to leave it here. Am I going to leave it here? I'm feeling called to one more deck. They need a little bit of a shuffle. Please hold. If you're still here, hi, it's good to see you, and thanks for being here. Drop your favorite emoji or whatever number synchronicities you've been seeing in the chat below. And if you haven't already been added yourself to my email list, check out the weekly workshops link. It's a free weekly workshop, and it will indeed add you to my emailing list, and it'll put you on a short series where it's life change modalities. Okay, so you are safe now. And then we have the summer card here. When I met you in the summer, something like that. Dun, dun, dun. And I met her in the summer. What was that song? Guard your heart. That's indeed what's going on. That's very consistent with this whole reading. 9, the number 9, divine completeness, finality, fruit of the spirit. Number 9, okay? What was that, a 9er? You calling from a walkie-talkie? So 9, yeah, divine completeness. It's definitely been a 999 kind of season. And your life is like set for impact, as in it's meant to impact the world. You are like meteor level. Show mercy to the ones that don't know, okay? Be merciful. You will now experience accumulation. Is there any more? Oh, goodness sakes. I need a bigger table, I think, because I keep dropping them on the floor. Your divine counterpart is headed your way. Don't forget to get outside as much as you can to ground and get in the sun and get those light codes in the morning and the evening if you can. Like as in sunrise, sunset. Release the program fear. Divine order now governs your life. Declare that over your life every day. Thank you that divine order now governs my life. Okay, I think that's it. I feel released. Okay, so be blessed, be well, be free, and I'll catch you on the next one.